Hi guys, this is Richard from Forsyth. I've been asked several times about the types of drum mics I prefer to use and what I've used through the years. And just recently I acquired a new set of mics for my toms, and they're pretty amazing. I've used some pretty crappy drum mics in my day. This right here, I mean, I say crappy as a relative term because you can take a crappy mic and make it sound really well if you know how to place it and know how to EQ it, compress it, all that. But you can also take an amazing mic and make it sound like total crap if you don't know what you're doing. This right here is a Natty DM7 or Natty, however you want to say it, and it's one of the very first drum mics I ever used, and it's actually got, I don't know if you can see it, it's actually got the what I used to use for my inventory back when I ran the studio. It says M11, which I had a grid with all my mics, and every one of them had a corresponding number, and I had serial numbers and things next to where M11 was written in my ledger and all that. But you know, these things have lasted so long, and I always end up finding a random use for them. They don't sound particularly great, but they're not super colored in a bad way, if that makes sense. Especially for drums and things, they kind of have a flat response. There's nothing super appealing about them, but they can definitely do the job when you need something. To me, they sound better than the digital reference and even some of the low-end CAD mics, CAD mics. Anyway, we're here to talk about toms. So, toms in a mix, especially if you have a drummer who keeps his drums tight together, there's going to be a lot of bleed, and you're going to end up with a lot of cymbal reflection bouncing off the heads of those toms and going right into your microphones. So separation is very important. Whereas this DM70 has a cardioid polar pattern, this one has a super cardioid, and this is the Electro-Voice N 468 instrument microphone. It's an amazing microphone. I think one of the most underrated tom mics in the business. What's great about these is that not only that super cardioid pattern, but the fact that you can take these, you can set them on your stands, and then you can position them with this pivoting head, and you can get right on the skins if you want to. You can aim that right at the center of the attack, and you know that pattern's not picking up everything from all around it. It's picking up what you're pointing it at. And they have a very nice mid-range. They still have enough high-end to cut through the mix, and the bottom is very full, so you can take a higher tom and you can put it on there, and you can still get that kind of round sound, especially if you like capturing that low-end reverberation from your toms. These mics are amazing. I can't really say enough about them. They improved the separation of the mix just immensely. You know, I'm in a one-room studio now, which is really hard for anybody, and we built these sound absorbers that I have on the roof that you can't see right now, that are specifically to go over the drum set to help keep the cymbals from bouncing back off the flat roof, and keep the toms from bouncing back so much, and it really helped improve the stereo imaging, having those sound absorbers up there and having some very tight microphones so that I can place the drums where I want to in the mix. So I'm going to play back a little bit of the recording session we did this weekend so that you can hear it and kind of give you a quick demo on these mics. Now we're just talking about tom mics. I did use an extra mic on the bottom of my floor tom during the session to kind of capture the full sound of the tom. I think it came out really well. And I'll play back some of that and let you hear it. Alright, I'll play everything back kind of in the mix so you can hear it. So there's some tom parts in the beginning. hopefully that's enough to kind of give you an idea of these microphones and how well they work. Once again, my studio is just one room at the moment, so it is very hard to get good separation. But I love live drums. I love recording live drums. I don't think there's any substitute for live drums. I don't care how good you are at programming Cubase, what have you. It's going to sound like a robot. Anyhow, these mics are great. I think they're brand new, around $130 each. But you can find deals all over the place. I got two for around $180, something like that. Just look around. As with anything else, as a musician, you guys know that you got to be frugal and you have to search around for the best deals. That's what the Pawn Shop Corner series of videos is all about, so go check that out if you can. There'll be a new one of those up soon. Sorry it's been so long, but life's kind of kicked everybody in the ass lately. I've seen it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and go out and pick you some of these up. Electro-Voice, they make some good stuff. If I could be sponsored by them and Blue, I think I'd be pretty happy. Until next time, keep making music, and I'll see you guys later.